We are finally on our way to do our bucket list hike that we have been rushing across the country to get to Arizona in time for, and we are so excited.
Yeah, with the camper issues with the axles and that whole problem we had with all that, we're lucky that we were able to stay on our timeline, but it definitely made things a lot more fast-paced, and we're excited to finally be here. We are setting out to do the Havasupai hike, and we're excited to be able to go down and see the bottom of the Grand Canyon and the awesome waterfalls, as well as the Native American tribe village down there. So that's really cool. We'll be able to get some awesome shots and look forward to cruising on down there.
Yeah, so this is going to be a 4-day backpacking trip, which is the longest that we've done together. I think Carson's only done something similar maybe once, and I never have, so this will be an experience for sure, but we are super excited. It'll be 10 or 11 miles to get down to the campground on the first day, and then some more mileage hiking around to the different waterfalls and things, but we are so excited. This has been a bucket list trip for a while, pretty much ever since we have seen about it, because it's just so gorgeous. So we can't wait to share more about it. We are beginning our descent into the Grand Canyon, and wow. This is our camp setup. We've got our tent here on the river, our hammock, there's our food storage and our rat sack. Got a clothesline and our water filter. And then our picnic table and also currently a closet. Pretty nice little setup. The campground is about a mile long, and you kind of walk down this path with quite a few different sites on the right and the left, just in different places. Like some are tucked up on one side, some are right by the water, some are on the other side of the river. So you just kind of have to walk and scope out and see which one you want, and might end up walking further than you would like to find a spot, but there are some pretty good ones, and there are some really nice ones up towards the front that are on the water too, but we're pretty much going to have to move the morning of the second day in order to get that. Not all sites have picnic tables, but a lot of them do, and then there are some picnic tables in places like that that's, I wouldn't really think is much big enough for much of a site, but there's some pretty good spread. And then there's a bunch on the other side of the river too. Down to this view of Mooney, and then you climb behind it.
We made it to Beaver Falls.
and this was a lot harder of a hike than we thought it would be because you have to go up and down basically the canyon to get here. So it's ladders and different little scrambles you have to do, so it's pretty challenging, but it's pretty when you get down to it.
This is the kind of rock climbing we're talking about and scrambling whenever we're missing it on the trails.
A lot of this. Is this OSHA approved?
I don't think so. You got probably a 12-foot span right here, at least. It looks smaller on camera. But what do we use as a bridge to get across? Oh, just a couple boards and some plywood sheets on top of it. Nothing too crazy. Guys, we just finished the Havasu Falls hike down to Havasupai Village and on past that to some of the other pretty waterfalls, and whew, I am beat. We did the switchbacks coming back up the last mile and a half. We're brutal after you hike 9 miles on the way back up from Campground. But we made it. We're excited that we were able to go and see all the pretty scenes and everything that there was to see there. And
yeah,
very tired.
It's definitely gorgeous and worth it. A very, very cool thing that we got to do, but it's very tiring. I think we ended up being like 10 and a half in by the time we found a campsite in the campground, since there were a lot of people already there. And then so that was the first day, then did probably 6 miles, maybe the second day, to some of the other waterfalls. Third day, yesterday, did probably closer to 8 miles, and they were some strenuous ones that we weren't quite anticipating with that hike. And then the 10 and a half, 11-ish back out today. Probably should have started a little earlier in the day today because the sun was out this afternoon. It definitely got to be hot on the switchbacks on the way out, but we made it.
We left one part of the Grand Canyon and are headed to another. We are going to spend a few nights in the national park.
Camper is right there. We're packing up to leave, but oh my gosh, tree over there, several here walking towards me. They just keep coming. There's more coming out of the woods. And there's some laying down in the woods over here too.